Good morning. One of the things that I have had to learn personally through great trial is that a dad does not get, in our culture in the United States, the honor that they deserve. That is not to say that we don't get honor. That is to say that we do not get the honor that we deserve when we deserve it, because there are so many men who don't deserve it, don't do what they need to do. Okay. Um, and I think in part the reason is not because we don't we aren't willing to do it. I think sometimes it's that we don't either have the internal motivation, or we don't have the knowledge and the understanding of what we need to do. Okay, so let me back this up briefly. When I came down with Guillain-Barré syndrome, prior to that, I thought I was doing well as a dad, and I was, sucking hard, just wasn't doing it well. After I got with Guillain-Barré syndrome, it changed my perspective and helped me to begin the process of deconstructing all of the crap that I had brought with me up to that point, and started peeling off the layers of the onion, so to speak, until I got away from all of the garbage that's on the outside of the onion, and I got to the good stuff, the smelly stuff, the stuff that helps you cook well. But what it revealed to me was that I had so much more to learn. Now, I want to take that to something that that I read in Matthew 5:16 very quickly. Let your light shine before men in such a way that they may see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven. I apply that, if I think about that from my kids' perspective. I want people to look at my kids and say, Phil did well. Okay? You should want your kids to be in a place where they have a relationship with you, and that they are a positive reflection on who you are. Here's the problem. You're not the only one in the relationship, right? If you got a woman pregnant and she is totally bad-mouthing you and treating you like garbage, the best you can do is the best you can do. You have to learn. Sometimes, unfortunately, we are going to suffer with the effects of that toxic person, and sometimes it's that we caused the toxicity ourselves. You can't take responsibility, full responsibility, for how someone else has a relationship with you, unfortunately. And so some of this is going to seem harsh. It's not meant to be harsh. The reality is you still have to hold up a standard. And that standard is going to impact your family, your body, your mind, and your business, or your career. Okay? You have to be the example that you can be. Now, you may or may not be a Christian. You might be Jewish, you might be Buddhist, you might be Baha'i, you might be Hindu, you might be Muslim. It doesn't matter. You might be an agnostic, you might be atheist. It doesn't matter. The standard that you hold to help raise your kids, the integrity that you have, all of those things translate into getting things done for your family, being the best representation that you can be, so that your kids have a true north. They have a compass point to follow. All right. You are going to be setting that example with them. And that also then comes in relationship to your body, the things that you eat, the things you choose not to eat, when you choose to eat, whether or not you should eat, whether or not you're eating out of stress, and understanding those things. All of the processed foods that we have a direct impact on your health. If your health is poor, you are not going to be around for your kids. You're not going to be around. This is geared towards dads. If you're a dad, and I don't care if your kids are 35 and you're 55, the reality is you still need to help them understand a direction. And so how you take care of your body is a direct correlation to what you can do to help impact and influence them. And so that when people look at them, they can see that connection with you because you are still a lighthouse guiding them home when they need to be. There are times, I mean, I just turned 55. There are times when I still wish that I had an opportunity to talk to either one of my dads and say, "Hey, what about?" And so, and they're both passed on now. So that is a challenge. But there are kids. When I was 35, I wanted to ask my dad stuff. There are kids that don't have that opportunity. And I don't care if that kid is 30. I mean, they're still your kid. And if you've passed on or you don't have a good relationship with them, there's only so much you can do. But representing your body, so now the relationship with them, and then your body, then comes your mental attitude. And the mental FF that I had to deal with prior, all of the societal claims, oh, do this, oh, do that. And then I hadn't invested time in my kids. I hadn't invested time in my wife. I hadn't invested energy into cooking good food and taking care of myself. That all has a direct correlation into my mind. My thought process was screwing with everything. It took a lot of years of reading all kinds of books and all kinds of articles and studying the good, the bad, and the fugly, and the things that were not only in me, but what is culture and society telling me that I need to do in order to be the best man that I can be. Some of it's totally backwards, right? There are aspects of the way feminism kicks off and the way wokeism kicks off that are completely diametrically opposed to being a good dad. They want you to fail because if they fail, it justifies their existence. I'm sorry, if you fail, it justifies their existence. If they fail at you allowing them to have your family torn up, they win by not allowing you the access to your kids. They win by not allowing you to be the good dad and the representative of a good, strong, and healthy family, because the family is the core of our communities, and therefore it is the foundational molecule of our country. And so then it comes down to business and career. So family first, your body second, because if you're not healthy, you're not around. You can't take care of your family. Then you've got your mind, and your mind and all of that affects your career, your ability to provide, your ability to protect, your ability to withstand the storms when they come, because they are going to come. They're going to come for your finances. They're going to come for your family. They're going to come for your body. They're going to come for your mind. So those storms all impact you. And sometimes it's multiple storms simultaneously. We had hurricane after hurricane after hurricane beating on us. And it took years of struggle to get through. It just absolutely amazing how I got sick. That impacted my job and my job performance. That impacted whether or not we could keep our place. That impacted whether or not I was in a spot where my health was then and all of the other stress was cascading into affecting my wife and my kids. That impacted our living arrangements. That impacted whether or not we might even be able to keep the family together. And so I simply say this, that you have honor just being a dad, but there are ways to improve it and to direct that honor towards your kids by helping them understand the struggles you've gone through. Don't hide it. Let them learn from your struggles. Let them learn from your wins and your losses, because we all win and we all lose. And some of them are greater than others, but there are always nuggets that we can mine from that. And therein lies, again, let your light shine before men in such a way that they may see your good works. Your good works are your kids. You will get honor and glory from how well your kids do, not because you're a helicopter parent, not because you're micromanaging them. Let them become who they're supposed to be. They will become who they're supposed to be, but by proximity and relationship. They will be a reflection of an aspect of who you are. And that is awesome. Let them be their own individual. Trust me, they will still carry that kernel that you sow into them. That acorn that you plant in them will become a mighty oak tree and feed generations of people down the road. And therein lies your honor, the legacy that you leave. So, yeah, I'm wearing my apron today because I got keto bombs in the freezer that we made last night and put up on Instagram and Facebook and whatnot. So, chocolate peanut butter keto bombs, they are a hit. And my eldest took time to want to record that because she knew I was going to make them. And again, it's that relationship. Great relationships can start with food. You love to eat. I mean, you're not dead, so you must be eating something. So Chef Dad, Chef Kid is a fantastic app and a program that we have with over 100 recipes, and we're adding more recipes. And the goal here is to allow you to spend time with your kids. When you guys do a recipe, upload a photo, upload a video of you doing it. And that just, it's just amazing, that relationship and how it grows. And you can be making a grilled cheese sandwich. It's perfectly fine to do that. Or you could be making some of our coconut chicken tenders. They're absolutely freaking delicious. So Dad Quote of the Day makes this opportunity for us to have this podcast possible. And so I ask that you would take a look at dqotd.com. Take a look at what we're doing. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Like, share, and support us. And we appreciate it. God bless you and take care. We'll talk again tomorrow. Bye-bye.